It's official. Arsenal have moved with urgency and cash. Eberechi Eze is now a Gooner, and the ripple effect is immediate. The club finalised a deal to bring the England international to Emirates Stadium in a transfer that top outlets are reporting at around £67. £568 million, a signing that plugs a creative hole and hands Mikel Arteta a bona fide no-10 option the moment he needs one. That arrival didn't only strengthen Arsenal's attacking depth, it changed the arithmetic of who they could realistically pursue this window. Sources and reporting this weekend make the connection bluntly. Once Arsenal committed serious funds and a roster spot to ease their chase for Real Madrid's Rodrygo, a name that dominated summer whispers, lost traction in a heart. Reuters The Guardian ask any director of football about priorities and timing, and they'll tell you the transfer window rewards decisiveness. Arsenal showed decisiveness. They moved a hijacker move that many thought belonged to Tottenham, signed a creative forward who has the Premier League experience to slot into Arteta's pressing and possession system, and in doing so, reduced the appetite and bandwidth to pursue a marquee. Logistically harder deal for a Real Madrid star. Reporters covering the story point out that the Eze signing was a rapid intervention. Arsenal closed the gap on Spurs and sealed the deal, and that immediate reality constrains any parallel pursuit of a high-value player like Rodrigo. Sky Sports ESPN.com meanwhile, across the continent, Rodrigo's summer has been coloured by uncertainty. Despite being a proven goalscorer in white, the Brazilian has at times found himself on the periphery of the starting 11 under Xabi Alonso's new setup, and outlets are now reporting fresh friction. Rumours that the forward has asked to be allowed to explore options away from Madrid. Whether that's a transfer request or exploratory conversations, it's a sign the player and club view the summer as a fork in the road. Teams from the Premier League and elsewhere have been linked, but the moment Arsenal committed to Eze, the Emirates option grew less likely. That doesn't mean Rodrigo won't move, but it means Arsenal are no longer the obvious destination. Football España TAM talk, so why pick Eze over a headline name? Tactically, Eze offers Arsenal midfield creativity, link-up play, and an inside forward who can operate both centrally and off the striker, filling a more immediate practical need for Arteta's system. Financially, Eze's fee, though significant, is more manageable than a late scramble for a top Real Madrid attacker, and it avoids the inflated bidding wars that occur when multiple heavyweights chase the same pitch. From a squad balance perspective, bringing Eze in now gives Arsenal a settled blueprint for the season and prevents a scramble that could derail cohesion in the opening fixtures. Reporters covering the deal underline that Arsenal's board and recruitment team prioritised fit and timing. They wanted a ready-made solution, not a protracted gamble. Reuters for Real Madrid, the situation is a headache wrapped in opportunity. If Rodrigo truly wants out, Madrid must decide whether to make space and sell for the right price or hold and integrate him back into Alonso's plans. Selling could fund other moves, while holding risks disgruntlement, a delicate balance for a club that rarely tolerates long-term uncertainty in the squad. And for Rodrigo, the most likely outcomes now look broader than a single destination. If Arsenal is off the table due to the Eze coup, the forward suitors could pivot to other Premier League sides, to moves within Europe, or to the ever-present Saudi market if the money is right. The transfer window is a chessboard of opportunities. One club's acquisition instantly reshuffles everyone else's plan. Yahoo Sports transfer feed this turn of events also reframes the title conversation. Arsenal did not simply buy a player, they bought a piece of strategy. Adding a creative force like Eze strengthens their attack, gives Arteta more tactical variation, and signals to rivals that Arsenal will not be passive this summer. Whether that single signing will be the difference in a title push remains to be seen, but it certainly alters the calculations for opponents who are watching Arsenal's pursuit of Rodrigo as a potential game changer. For fans of Real Madrid, the cliffhanger is whether Madrid can smoothly resolve the Rodrigo question without destabilising a squad that still aims for silverware on all fronts. The Guardian Reuters, in short, Arsenal's bold swoop for Eberechi Eze is more than a transfer. It's a strategic statement that closed a likely door on Rodrigo's Emirates move and opened a host of new scenarios across Europe. With days left in the window, the market will keep moving, deals will get done, and the chessboard will continue to shift. Expect more late drama, but for now the headline is clear. Eze's arrival reshapes who can and cannot move this summer, and for Rodrigo, the road to a new club now looks considerably less direct than it did a week ago.